before we start with a comment.
Sure. I mean, obviously a great win today for UMass football over a real quality CAA team. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough battle going in, you know, based on how they played in the past. They've always been a top-of-the-line team, and our guys responded through a lot of adversity. We put ourselves in a bunch of different holes and with some unforced errors and penalties and such, but true testament of the team, came back after each one and came through with a big win.
Is that the ultimate thing for you guys, that you beat a team that's that good and still could be better than you were today?
Well, I think it's, you know, every game that you win or lose, you always think you could have done something better, and obviously we've got some mistakes today that put us in bad situations. We were able to overcome them today. That's obviously a tough formula to repeat week after week. So, you know, absolutely, we're excited about the way we won today with the finish, but we certainly have things to work on to get better for next week.
Coach, you told me you wanted to play smash mouth physical football, knock the other team off the ball back in June. Offensively, I think you did that. You accomplished that task. Defensively, what adjustment did you make at halftime to slow William and Mary down?
Well, I tell you, the big key was obviously John Grimes. I mean, we had to put the clamps on him from the get-go. I think he ended up with 69. Is that what someone said?
67.
67. I mean, 67-yard rushing for John Grimes. You told me pregame, hey, I'll give you Grimes for 67. What will you take? And obviously, you're going to jump all over that. You know, he's a premier back in the league. And so I think our defense played some smash mouth as well in order to keep him contained.
Kevin, can you just talk about the task that you guys faced in the aftermath of the play that went awry there, and then their quick drive to take the lead, getting yourselves to come back and sort of overcome what could have been obviously an awful turn?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at that game, there was probably a bunch of potential disasters, you know, that we inflicted on ourselves or they capitalized on. And it's just a testament to the team, these guys, and who they are, who they've been through the winter, through the spring, the summer, and the fall. And then we had a long, hot preseason, and these guys, every time I asked them to get something done, they got it done. And certainly today, the character came out, and they responded in tremendous form.
The players first, please. James, you had been running into the. It looked almost as if like you decided you were going to make plays to get redemption for that. You had the two big plays shortly after that. Was that satisfying to kind of to put that in the rearview mirror and stop their drive in that situation?
Yeah, that almost lost the game. I mean, one play doesn't lose the game, but that was pretty damn close. I mean, coaches gave me a shot at the end of the game there, and I just tried to make the best of it. I was waiting 4 years to get in the game, a meaningful game, and I just tried to make the best of it.
It seemed like for the team as a whole, guys that made mistakes, made plays that picked up those mistakes. John, you had the fumble in the first half. To have the second half you did, was that satisfying for you in the same way?
Well, I wasn't satisfied with the fumble. You know, we gotta take control of the ball. We gotta hold on to the ball, and that's a turnover right there. So we came back second half. We didn't let that bother us. We had a lot of turnovers, and we just came out second half, and we capitalized.
Did that inspire you at all personally to play as well as you did in the second half? To feel like, all right, you made a mistake, you got to be that much better in the second half?
Yeah, you just gotta move on from those things. And I let it bother me, so I just moved on from it, and I guess it did.
Kyle, on that 4th and 2 play from the 4-yard line, you got to tell us what was going through your head when you crossed the line of scrimmage.
I was gonna run it, and then Dan was standing there, and he put his hands up, and I just, okay. It was a bonehead move, but like you guys are saying, this team, like I made that mistake, and there was not one guy when I came back to the sideline that was mad at me. Johnny fumbled, there was not one guy that came back that was mad at him. It's a real testament to this team to know you can make a mistake, and everyone on this team is going to have your back and know that you're going to come back and make that next play because we're fighting together. You know what I mean? It's a real good feeling to know you got teammates like that.
How did it feel to throw that first touchdown pass?
Oh, it was awesome. It felt amazing. Anthony, he's been working his tail off to get this offense down and everything. It felt real good.
John Griffin, does this game feel like a launching pad for what you got for moving forward for you guys?
Definitely. I think winning against William Mary is definitely a launch, for the rest of the season. They're supposed to be ranked number 4 in the conference, one of the better teams in our conference, and I feel like minus the turnovers and penalties, we kind of dominated the ball today. So from this game, I feel like we got a really promising future against other teams in this conference.
Did it feel different for you with the different jersey on today?
A little different, a different offense, but football is football for me. So I'm just happy to be back in the pads, running in the backfield. So it's all good for me.
Tyler, what did you see on the interception? It looked like it hung up there for a second. Drives get wide.
Yeah, I seen the Grimes go for it. I thought he had it, and I saw it go off his hands, and I was just making sure I caught it and did not drop it.
What did anybody else there think when you saw him? How it ended?
Felt relief.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That was crazy. It's just, I mean, I told Tyler, I said, get us the ball back one more time and this game's over. I told him before they went out on a drive. And like I said, I mean, I know my defense is going to do that for me if I ask them to do it. So, I mean, we all have faith in each other, and it's real good.
Tyler, that late in the fourth quarter with William and Mary needing to drive to get that last score to try to come back, how did you and the rest of your defensive teammates feel?
We just came on the field with a lot of energy. You know, we knew the offense, did their job scoring the balls, and then we had to stop them. And you gotta love, when you're in positions like that. You gotta love the game. We're just excited to get the stops.
Tyler, your defense seemed to do better at containing Callahan in the second half. He was getting away from some plays in the first half. Was that a focus for you guys to kind of contain?
Yeah, we kind of regrouped at halftime, but I think we had them, for the most part, for the first half, we just did poor tackling, and we, just settled down a little bit and made better tackles, and then let him get out the pocket.
This is for either John or Jonathan or both. I mean, you guys are both guys that could be number one backs carried 35 times a game. You're sharing space here. The first game seemed to go according to the way you want. How comfortable are you both with that?
Very. I mean, it's great to have, John Hernandez here for relief for me and also myself for relief for John. So, if one of us has a bad game, it's kind of a 1-2 punch, so we never miss a beat, regardless of who's in the game, who's starting, who's coming in. So I feel like with me and Hernandez in the backfield, I think that, it's a really potent threat, and it's a 1-2 punch. You're not losing a step, regardless of who's in the backfield.
Kevin, is that the way you envisioned that running back situation to work?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it couldn't, if you, script-wise, how to use both those guys, but I'm just looking at the stats. One guy carried it 25, one guy carried it 21. I mean, instead of one guy carrying it, 46, we're able to split that up and be very efficient at the end of the game with fresh legs, and they're both premier backs in the league at the same time. It's not like there's two average Joes. These are high-level Johns.
Did you just think of that now, or did you work on it?
What do you think? Everything's off the cuff with me, man.
Anything else? Jonathan, can you take us through that long catch and run play that brought it down to the 64-yard play, brought it down to, I think it was the 8-yard line, 11-yard line?
I wasn't thinking, just did my job, I knew it was like about 5 minutes left, and I knew we had to drive the ball down so we can take the lead, and that's all I was thinking about. And just caught the ball and just ran as fast as I can.
Did you run out of gas at the end of that run?
Actually, I did. I don't have breakaway speed like John Griffin, but I'm trying to get it.
Kyle, you and Anthony seem to be putting up on some big plays during the game.
Yeah.
Talk about your comfortability throwing in.
I'm comfortable with Anthony. He's my roommate. Actually, I live with the kid. We work. You ask Coach Morris. He makes us leave the field after practice because he'll want to throw extra routes to get timing down. He's a real workhorse. He'll do anything to get things right, and I'm right there to do it with him. So yeah, I'm comfortable with him.
In this game, you saw him make good routes. You were able to find him.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not looking for Anthony. I'm just going through my reads and everything. He just happened to be the guy that was open. I'm not picking favorites or anything like that. He's my read. I just threw it to him. I trust that they're all going to catch it if they're the guy.
Coach, you scored 27 points today. Do you feel you left points out there?
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. You saw the points that we left at. We talked about them earlier, so it certainly did.
You guys need anything else? We'll do one-on-ones. Just get everybody out here.
Well, I mean, it was a good game to watch. I'm sure it was a tough one to lose. I thought, in a lot of respects, we played very well, but we did not need what we needed to do defensively in a lot of situations. So far as some third down, fourth down conversions, we let them convert and give them credit. They did a good job doing it, and we didn't do a good job, stopping them. I thought offensively we played pretty well. I mean, other than that, that was just a freaky thing that happened at the end on that interception. But I was just, you can't do anything about that. But I thought for the most part offensively we handled the stuff, we moved it, and it's a good defense. I would have too much problem there, but I thought defensively we got to come up and play a little better. Now obviously we're without a few players inside, very critical players, but still I would like to see us play better. Okay, questions?
Coach, talking about the defense, what's the status of Jake Tran?
He is unavailable this week, and after that, I don't know.
Can you talk about, right before half, you called the timeout, it was like 9 seconds to go. and then you're at the 1 yard line, you call the pass play, and then after that you line up for the kick. Can you tell me what the thinking was at that point in time?
Well, yeah, I wanted to be sure we got one more play down there. I didn't want to just waste a play, so I took a timeout to be sure we'd have one play and see if we could score. I thought it was a great drive by Cali to get us down there to that situation. I mean, I thought we had a heck of a drive there at the end to get there. I mean, obviously, didn't want to get greedy, but we got there close and we were hoping for a touchdown, but I thought he made a good job. I mean, come out. And the pass had been caught. It was in the receiver's hands. He had it for the touchdown and got knocked out, and then we kicked a field goal. I mean, Cali put the ball in the money right there. We had to play on we wanted, a good play for that, and but we got the field goal.
The pass play was a great play, and you're right, you caught it. The field goal try, though, you've been driving on William and Mary, on UMass pretty good all day, the running game. Why go for the kick instead of going for the touchdown?
Oh, because when we got the ball back, we were way back down the other end of the field hardly any time, and I didn't want to get greedy. I mean, I'm thinking, hey, we got ourselves down there. I was thinking as we get down there, all I want to look for is field goal, and then all of a sudden we got down there. No, I wasn't going to. I mean, we've done all we had to do to get ourselves in scoring position. We had to get points at that point.
John, were you talking about the momentum change? Did you guys think when they didn't score on the play where he had the illegal forward pass, did you guys feel like the momentum was pretty much in your favor? Did you feel like you were in pretty good shape to control the game at that point?
I don't know. We always. I feel confident every time the offense steps on the field. I don't feel like we worry about momentum or anything. We just go out and do our job every time we go on the field.
Coach, were you surprised the way that whole play developed, that he ended up throwing the ball?
I'm surprised. He lost me on that. I mean,
when Havens was called,
on that,
yes. Were you surprised that he threw the? I mean, does that feel like a pretty lucky break at the time?
What, did he throw a bad pass, or he was across the line of scrimmage?
He was across the line of scrimmage when he had the first down, right?
Oh, he went in and threw the ball. I mean, I don't know. I mean, his play. He made the play. I don't think,
Coach, were you surprised at UMass, given their youth and some of the transfers that they brought in from Northeast, and that they, played this well today?
No, they profited a great deal by Northeastern and Hofstra dropping football. I mean, they certainly did, and they utilized them with their transfers and the big offensive line.
Mike, can you just talk a little bit about what this experience was like today? Having first start, and especially that first drive, kind of the ideal way to start that.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I'm glad I got a game under my belt. I wish it could have turned out a little better. But we had our shots here and there. There's a couple third downs we didn't capitalize on, and it just didn't work out. But any game experience is a good experience, and I just wish it could turn out a little better for us.
Talk about your feeling on that first touchdown pass to give you guys the lead 7-0.
It's early in the game. I was excited. We're up 7-0, but you really don't think about it. You're out there to play 4 quarters, and come away with a W. It's just one of the things. I've been playing football since the 3rd grade. It's just like don't win or a touchdown pass. You just gotta. It's all about winning the game, and unfortunately, we didn't get that done.
Talk about that 28-yard touchdown run when you had to avoid a sack and you go around left, and you dive in for the end zone. How'd that feel?
Bonehead decision. It was 4th and 8. We had man coverage. I probably should hit Grimes on a crossing route, and I got lucky. I got away from the sack and was fortunate to make a play. But I guess I was happy to make a play right there. I should have hit Grimes on the flat.
On Monday, Coach, you said it was Mike Callahan's experience with the William and Mary offense that gave him the nod over the other 2 quarterbacks. He played a well of a game today. You guys feel pretty good about it.
Sure, I thought I was very, but again, he played like he practiced. It wasn't anything different. That's the way he's practiced, so that's why he's starting, because he played like he did after the day practice. It's not anything crazy on that thing. That's the way he did it. He took us down the field in several scrimmages, handled the stuff, handled our passing game, took the short stuff, threw the deep things when they were there, and made calls at the line when he needed to. But again, we got to get our running game going a little bit better. We got to get a little bit better up front with our running game and defensively. We got a lot of things to do to shore up there.
Anything else?
All right, guys. Thank you.